You're not having a bad day. You're having a bad identity. You wake up, play your role, say the right things, smile at the right people, and somewhere in the middle of all that performance, a quiet voice asks, is this actually me? Most people ignore that voice their whole life. Carl Jung said that ignoring it is the most dangerous thing a human being can do. Since childhood, you were trained to fit in. Don't be too loud. Don't show anger. Be strong. Be likable. Be acceptable. So you built a mask. Jung called it the persona, the version of you designed for public approval. And here's the trap. The mask works. People like you get validation, so you wear it longer until one day you look in the mirror and realize you don't know who's underneath anymore. The persona isn't evil. We all have one. But when you become the mask, when there's no separation between the role and the real you, you've lost something irreplaceable. You can have a great career, a perfect relationship, a full schedule, and still feel completely empty. That emptiness is not depression. It's distance from yourself. Now here's where it gets uncomfortable. Every part of you that you suppressed, the anger, the sensitivity, the ambition, the darkness, didn't disappear. It went underground. Jung called this the shadow. Your shadow is built from every moment someone told you that part of you is not okay. Maybe you were curious as a kid and got called annoying, so you learned to stay quiet. Maybe you cried once and got told to toughen up, so you buried your emotions. Maybe you wanted something badly but were told it was selfish, so you killed the desire. That stuff lives in you. And when you don't deal with it consciously, it deals with you. Every overreaction, every pattern you can't break, every relationship that crashes the same way, that's your shadow driving from the back seat while you pretend you're in control. But here's what nobody tells you. Your shadow isn't your enemy. Your creativity, your raw power, your authenticity, it's all in there too. You can't become whole without it. So if the persona is the mask and the shadow is what's buried, what's the real you? Jung called it the self, not your ego, not your social identity, the totality of who you actually are, the integrated whole version of you that exists beneath all the conditioning. And reaching it? He called that process individuation. It's not a moment. It's not an epiphany. It's a lifelong commitment to asking, is this choice mine or is it someone else's voice in my head? Most people never ask that question. They follow the script, their parents' expectations, their culture's blueprint, their feed's definition of success, and call it a life. Individuation means breaking that pattern. It means integrating your shadow instead of hiding it, dropping the persona when it stops serving you, and slowly, sometimes painfully, becoming yours. And if you don't, Jung was direct. The psyche always finds a way to speak. If you won't listen willingly, it forces you to listen through suffering, unexplained anxiety, relationships that keep failing the same way, success that feels hollow, a life that looks fine on paper and feels like a cage in private. That's not bad luck. That's an unlived life, screaming for your attention. Here's the question Jung was really asking. Not who are you, but who have you been pretending to be? Because the moment you can see the difference between those two things, that's when real freedom starts. Not the freedom to do whatever you want, the freedom to be whoever you actually are. And yeah, that path is harder than just keeping the mask on. It requires you to look at parts of yourself you've spent years avoiding. But the alternative is spending your entire life as a well-rehearsed stranger to yourself. So, are you ready to stop performing and start existing? Drop in the comments which part hit hardest. And the next video goes even deeper because this is just the beginning.